Welcome back, everybody. How are you? Hope you're all feeling well. I'm the Dr. Bob Lee from 107.5 WBLS, and you're watching Open. And our next guest is a self-published author and illustrator. She does a fantastic job, I hear. And she joins us today to speak about her book, Kids Who Create. And she's helping to empower our youth, and that's very, very important. I'm with her every step of the way, 100%. So please welcome to the show, Qiana Farres. Welcome. How are you?
Thank you. Thank you very much for having me. Happy day.
Happy day to you too. All right. How long have you been doing this? I hear that you're very, very passionate about this, and you do these children's books, but you're in the business. Talk about it.
I'm officially in the business. I started this journey about 2 years ago because it started in December. More focused with the book with Kids Who Create. And it didn't start with the intention of it being create. It just started with a girl and the audacity to create. And eventually it manifested itself. And as I kept creating, Kids Who Create was born.
Were you that girl that you were writing about?
I am that girl, yes. And I've actually incorporated my stories in the book. So I share with the children stories of friends, of fun, even of flaws, because I let them know, hey, I have flaws and you have flaws too, but we can make them better.
There you go. And people fail, but they come out of it and fail teaches you to move on to the next level, or teaches you what you shouldn't do the next time you get into that. Whatever you're getting into. I like what you're doing, you know, and I think your book should be in some of the schools.
Thank you. That is definitely a goal, because Kids Who Create, we wanted it to be a lot, you know, for everybody, very, very inclusive. And not only just to get it into the schools, but to continue to build a curriculum around it. So that way it can also be in the schools, but also with the after school programs, with the girls and boy programs, religious affiliations, because I don't want to say it's ambiguous, but it's about self. So children end up writing about themselves, even though they start with stories about who I am. I use those stories in order for children to feel comfortable and get the direction of, oh, okay, well, she talked about that, I can write about this, or she drew that, I can draw this.
Exactly. I can be just like her with my own individuality. And I think you're on the right track there. What do kids learn when they are reading your book?
Kids learn about a few different things because I try to really challenge their perspective. And so they learn about self. They also learn about how the people around them are involved in who they are. So one of my favorite passages from the book, it talks about family. And I mention in the book that our parents say I love you in different ways. And I use examples in my personal life when my mom says, put on your seatbelt, or dinner's ready, or I did this for you, I got this for you. And so I bring awareness to children that just because our parents might not always say, I love you, they show it in different ways. And so I have children, I put them in a different perspective. And I gave those examples, and now I ask them, well, how do the people in your life show how they care for you? And then I switch it again because it's about perspective and it's about self, but I also switch it. Now I go, okay, and how do you show those people in your life that you care for them?
Yeah.
So they get to see this journey of who they are and a little bit of their life. And it's like the book is like a screenshot of who they are during this time of their life.
Yeah, it helps to create the awareness, right? Who am I? What am I about?
And vocabulary too. I don't take it easy on the kids. I do not. It is challenging. There are some very difficult words in there, and even little difficult concepts, you know, for them, because I wanted them to be challenged.
And then you have Words from the Wise.
Yes, Words from the Wise is actually the first. It's not a children's book. This one's for adults, but this one I took quotes, I curated quotes from different accomplished individuals. Same thing, from people from all different walks of life, because I wanted it to be inclusive, and I wanted adults to be inspired, no matter where they are in their journey, no matter how discouraged they may feel. Unfortunately, I want them to know that they're there in that situation for a reason.
Yeah.
There's lessons to be learned.
And Qiana, we're in a pandemic. How has the pandemic contributed to your writing or not?
The pandemic has allowed me to really take a greater look at my writing. I had been writing before the pandemic, but a lot of the topics and the concepts that I had been writing about, I realized that as the pandemic was progressing and we became into a lockdown, that there were a lot of concepts that were imperative for people um, to be dealing with in their life. So like the
Yeah.
children's book, it with the reading, writing, and drawing, it really helps children relieve stress. It helps them develop their communication skills. They're able to enhance their critical thinking skills. And for words from the wise, when it comes to adults, it's helping them deal with their conflicts as well. Because you're hearing real quotes from real accomplished individuals. And once I particularly didn't put the bio of these people in the book because I want that to be done for themselves. So
Yeah.
they research what this person has been through, and then they can be like, wow, well, if this person made it from here to there, then I can do that. And there's a lot of individuals who their journey has been well documented. So they might already know, wow, this person said that, and I know they came from this situation and they went there. So it's that really self-help of mental health, of making sure that health and wellness is a priority. And that's something that this pandemic has really been able to help me focus, not on just on myself, but also, okay, how can I help other people during this time?
Right. I like it. I like you.
Thank you.
That's right up my alley. Helping others get what they need out of life. That's very, very, very important. Talk about you have any future events that we should know about, that we should come and cover or try to cover? Anything coming up, like book signings or anything that you're doing that we should know about?
The book signing is a little bit under construction right now because I'm still trying to figure out how I can put it together.
Yeah.
Because I have this children's book and I have this adults book. So I'm trying to figure out, do we have the adults sitting with the children? Do we do it separately? But I know in the future, I'm definitely going to continue to release books. Kids Who Create is the first of that curriculum of 8 books that are projected to be a part of that curriculum. I can't tell you too much just yet, but I'll let you know that's one of 8 of the curriculum that is the
I understand.
curriculum.
Yeah, excellent, great. So that's what we're going to have to look forward to. Mm-hmm. Beautiful. Excellent. Website
is very cool. And you won't forget it because it's not your traditional .net.org, but it's kidswhocreate.xyz.
Woo! All right.
I know, put a little spin there.
Kidswhocreate.xyz.
Yes, sir.
You can't forget that.
No, I hope not.
But listen, thank you so much. We really, really appreciate you coming on. And when you get into those next steps, please come on and let us know. We want to tell the world about what you're doing.
I appreciate that. Thank you very much for having me.
You got it. Qiana Farres, self-published author and illustrator. Kids Who Create. Beautiful. And what's the other one again?
Words from the Wise.
Words from the Wise.
They look like.
Thank you so much. Yeah, hold them. There you go. Gotcha. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
All right. Have a great day. Coming up next.